YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. Y'all know who this is, huh? The one and only, yes sir, yes ma'am, Mr. Byron Music Man Williams in the building, y'all. Y'all know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Friday. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Y'all know who I'm here with, as always and forever. Bow. EBWmultimedia. Yes, sir. Always along with Narby 36 Fashion, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Y'all good? Friday been good? Y'all, you been good? Yours? All right, cool. That's what's up. Yo, we're going to jump and dive right into this. And what we're going to be talking about today are the frame rates. What are the frame rates? The frame rates are, I should say the frame rate is the speed in which you are filming in. So we're going to talk about the three that everybody uses pretty much always. That is, so the first one is what I'm filming in now, which is 24 frames per second. And the 24 frames per second gives you this natural flow, this natural little, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? It's just natural. It's just on film, especially with digital. It just gives them natural movements of clapping hands, doing the way. That's not the. Is that the way? That's the snake. One of them things, y'all. Anyways, 24 frames per second is a standard. 24 or 23.9 is standard frame rate, which is what I'm filming in right now. Now, the second frame rate is a 50, 60, I guess really just depending on what camera that you have. But the 50, neighborhood of the 50, 60 frames per second, that's typically slow motion. And that's the type of slow motion when you see in music videos, things of that nature, when from a human standpoint, when you see a person walking or a dog running and things of that nature, it's usually going to be in a 50 to 60 frame rates per second. Now, a high frame rate is 120 frames per second. Now, the 120 frames per second, we usually use that when we're filming things such as, say, water. You know, something that you really want to have that dramatic, slow movement to it. I know they've used it a couple times for sure, even in the Matrix movies, when the bullet is going, things like that, and you know what I mean. So these three frame rates are the three typical frame rates that you will see in any film. Now, per director, per, producers, so on and so forth, they will determine, but the main frame rate that every single person uses, like I said, a majority of the time is 23:9 or a 24 frame rate. And again, it just gives that natural flow in which you see that I'm using right now this frame rate, and this is the natural flow that you get with that. To show you examples of these, again, here is a 24 frame rate, which is one of my YouTube videos, y'all. I always film it in, like I said, 23:9, 24. That is that frame rate. This is 60 frames per second. Real smooth, real, slow motion vibe. And this is 120 frames per second. So as you can see, all three frame rates, completely different moods and energy and whatnot to the footage that you're doing. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I've been moving and shaking a lot. On top of, it's just a whole lot of cool stuff that's happening and taking place, and I'm just excited today. That's all. Don't hold me. Don't hold me. But anyway, frame rates. I had a conversation with another filmmaker friend of mine, and we were talking about frame rates and which ones we use and things of that nature. And the two that I typically use, like I said, is the 24, which is, like I said, what I use on a regular. But like I said, different music videos and things like that, I'll jump and use the 60 frames for the little slow motion movements and things of that nature. It's very rare that I've ever had to really use a 120, but I'm gonna actually, got some videos coming up there where you actually see that 120 in action. However, short, sweet, straight to the point. Again, with my Blackmagic camera, I have the Pocket 4K, and I can set it where it's preset. So if I'm going out to film something that's 120 frames per second, I can just push preset, go on my preset list, click on it, and everything is set. My white balances, everything is set. White balance, like I said, the frame rates, etc. and so forth. That's the same thing with the 60 frames per second, as well as this here 24 frames. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps this up. Those frame rates are very important, though. Before I let you go, just hold on. The importance of those frame rates will definitely, as you saw in those different clips, they will definitely change the mood and the movement of your particular film or whatever piece it is that you are filming. So you have to really and truly pay close attention to those different frame rates, because like I said, they will definitely alter your film. You just want to make sure that when they are altered, they are altered in the way in which you desire for that film to be altered. So again, with that being said, I thank you as always. I appreciate you. I love y'all and all the support and everything going on. Man, are y'all ready for the documentary that's coming out October 21st, 2025? That's a Tuesday. Y'all ready for this? Anyway, love y'all. Peace. Created you to be. My advice to you is run. What is it? What is that why? And that's the thing that people don't ask. Okay, he had all these things and he's continued. God has continued to bless him. Every time it's gotten bigger and better and bigger and better and bigger and better. So what is the pattern that he has? And the pattern that I have is I've never been selfish.